Imagine you have two kids, and that both of them love to play video games. Over time, one of them develops a social anxiety. As a result, he spends more and more time playing until he does little else. Is your solution going to be to deny them both access to computer and pat yourself on the back for how you dealt with your kids' anxiety? Well, that's exactly how politicians deal with the drug problem, gambling, prostitution, and so on. So what does gambling, prostitution, and doing drugs all have in common? They are all non-violent and voluntary bad habits that are frowned upon by most, if not all, decent people. I'm sure we can all agree on that. What I disagree with most people on is that I don't view these habits as a problem, but rather as a symptom of one. The reason why that's important is that when you look at a symptom as a root of the problem, you will never find a solution. It's like prescribing a patient a medicine for his persistent cough instead of treating his lung cancer. If that isn't good enough reason to doubt the effectiveness of simply banning stuff, let me tell you of another result of prohibition. We all know that in free society there is a supply and demand system in place that regulates quantity, quality, and pricing of products. The idea behind state-imposed ban on something is that there will be no supply and therefore the demand disappears. And as we know from history, that simply doesn't happen. Instead, what happens is that suppliers get labeled as criminals and face state prosecution if caught. The result of that is much higher price due to reduced supply, therefore making it even more profitable than before. Also, the quality goes down as a result of lack of collective knowledge sharing, which can make drugs even more dangerous. And worst of all, there can be no legal contracts between people involved in criminal activity, so the only option for dispute resolution is violence. That is why I believe we should focus on dealing with the demand instead. In other words, talk to your kids about their problems instead of taking their video games away.